What's up guys, NepentheZ here and welcome to a brand new mini squad building series on my channel. I've come up with, I've taken it off a foot bin. I think it's going to be fun. I think you think it's going to be fun. I had a brief search on the YouTubes. I don't think anyone else has done this before, but I'm sure I'm stepping on someone's toes. So if anyone has done this before me, I apologise. If there's a link to someone who has, next video, I'll drop it in the description. But what we're doing here, guys, is we are taking Footbin's feature of called Players Game Performance, and we'll talk about that in a second. We're taking the most used teams from across the leagues, and we're going to play a game with them. It's as simple as that. So first of all, we're going to start with the EPL. We're going to take the most used EPL team, and my God, there's actually a couple players in here that I was surprised that were in here. But I need to first of all explain to you what the situation is. Before we get into that, if you could drop a thumbs up on the video, it'd be amazing. The more likes you give, the more often you get. I think that's a fair way to do it. So what is this? So Footbin, which is a site where you can track player prices and look at in-game stats and things like that. One of the better, the premium websites out there for FUT and for external FUT features. They have this feature in their game called Player Game Performance, and what they do is they take a player, it can only be done, unfortunately, it can only be done via players on the actual transfer market. And what they do is they take all the players. So for example, if we go to Premier League and look at all the players, they take all the games from all of these players. So none on him, 34 on him, 13 on Vorm, 60 games on Firmino there, 1 game on Shaqiri, and they add it all together of all the players on the transfer list at any given time, and it gives you a total amount of games per player. And then you can sort the players by league, by position, by rating, by value, etc., etc. And what I thought we'd do is, first of all, we'll start with the most used team across 7 or 8 of the best leagues: the EPL, the Bundesliga, the La Liga, Calcio A, League One. Maybe we'll do the Turkish league, maybe the Dutch league, any league with like a high number of cards in it. We might do and play with the best special cards, but we could also do like the most used budget team, the most used 80 rated team, the most used 88 rated team, the most used gold team, the most used inform team, things like that. We can really like mix it up with what we do per video. Of course, if this series goes down well, I'll upload it a lot. If it doesn't, if you don't really particularly like it, I'll do the most used team for the major 5 leagues, and then that'll be the end of the mini series. In terms of the Premier League, which is what we're going to start with, there are some surprising features. One thing I have to specify though is that any untradeable card cannot be featured. So SBCs, Player of the Months, and the red monthly cards cannot be featured because they can't be listed, which means you can't track their stats. So there might be a scenario where the most used player is actually somebody else, but we can only use tradable players, and that's what we're going to go with on this series. And in goal, guys, the first player that we're going to have is going to be Hugo Lloris, is the most used goalkeeper. That surprised me. He comes in with 7.9 million games. De Gea is next up with 7 million games. Then it's Courtois with 4.4 million games. Then Mandanda, then Petr Cech, and then Jack Butland. I thought Butland would be the most used Premier League goalkeeper. I was wrong. In at the right back position, we have got Kyle Walker is the most popular right back. No surprises there. However, interestingly, it's not his upgraded Kyle Walker, it's his regular version. I know he's only been upgraded since January. The game's been out for a long time, so there's a lot more games on the regular versions. But you've got Kyle Walker at 10.2 million games, Hector Bellerin at 7 million games, and then the third place right back in the BPL is Antonio Valencia at 1.6 million games. So much better at Bellerin and Walker. In defence, there's you know who it is. Everyone knows who it is. I know who it is. You know who it is. It's Smalling and Bailly, the most used centre-back pairing, not just in the Premier League, in the game. They're the most used centre-back pairing in the game. You've got 11.8 million games on Chris Smalling, 9.3 million games on Eric Bailly. Next up is Koscielny and Otamendi with 6.9 and 6.4 million respectively. Then it's David Luiz and Mustafi with 2.8 million and 2.4 million. and then it goes into even lower. And then at left back, guys, another surprising player at left back. It's not who I thought it was going to be, and I thought it was going to be Luke Shaw, but it's not. It's the regular version of Danny Rose. This was a shock to me. I expected it to either be Luke Shaw or Cesar Azpilicueta. Neither of those. I also had considered that it might be the inform Alonso, and he's actually very close to being there. But Danny Rose comes in first place with 1.7 million, which again shows that actually EPL left backs just don't really get used at all. Danny Rose at 1.7 million, Luke Shaw at 1.6 million, Marcos Alonso at 1.4 million, the inform. And if we take out the Premier League filter, the actual most used left back in the entire game is Alexandro at near 7 million games. Then Alaba, then Marcelo. And the EPL, which is like such a popular league, only comes into play at the 5th left back spot, which just goes to show the massive lack of left backs in the Premier League that are usable, that are meta, and how important that Alonso 85 rated card is. That's a new inform, and how important the team of the season will be for the left backs. Now in the centre midfield position, there's obviously for the positions I've gone for Cam, centre mid and CDM all at once. And again, there was actually there was a couple of surprises in here again. Of course, there is no surprise in the fact that the first player is going to be N'Golo Kante. I expected to potentially see Paul Pogba in here. He's not only not here, he's not even close. I also expected to see Dembele or Eriksen, or a variation of Eriksen in here. There is no Dembele, there is no Pogba. The next midfielder is De Bruyne and Toure. In fact, Toure first. Not only is Kante the most used Premier League midfielder, he is the most used player in the game by a long shot, and by millions and millions of games. It is Kante by nearly double. In fact, if we take out the Premier League and the position rating, the most used player in the game is Kante at 22 million games. The next most used player is Smalling at 12 million games. Then Nainggolan at 11 million games. So Kante and Smalling are in pretty much every team you ever see. And then it's Nainggolan as the next player. But for the Premier League, it's Kante at 22 million games, Toure at 8.5 million games, which is really surprising to me because I don't see him often. And then it's De Bruyne at 7.2 million games, which is very surprising as well. Next up is Coutinho, Dembele, and then Pogba. So some surprises there for me personally. I expected Kante. I did not expect Toure. I'm not surprised by De Bruyne. I do see him a fair bit. And then we've got on the left wing the third most used player in the entire game, which is Anthony Martial is going to be our left forward. Now you could potentially say that actually Hazard might be the most used player here, but again, because we can only use tradable players, we get Martial in at that spot. At striker is going to be Jamie Vardy. Martial coming in, by the way, guys, at 10.8 million games. Hazard second with 6 million. Sanchez with 4 million. And then the 5th most used left mid in the Premier League is actually Payet with 3.2 million. Now, bear in mind that Danny Rose only has 1.9 million games and is the best left back. I never see Payet, yet he gets more game time than Danny Rose does. Then you have Jamie Vardy. I was also surprised not to see Rooney anywhere near the midfield slot because he's a really popular midfielder that I see a lot. Next up at striker, you've got Jamie Vardy coming in at 8.5 million games. Sergio Aguero is the second striker at 5.5 million, and Lukaku the third at 5.2 million. And then the right mid is another surprising one for me. It's on the screen now. Willian. So Willian is the most used right mid at 5 million games. The next most used right mid is the 84 Mane at 3.3 and the 84 Walcott at 2.7, and then Riyad Mahrez at 2.6, then Mane again, then Mkhitaryan, then Mane again. So if you combined all of Mane's cards, he would be head and shoulders above Willian. But I like a player that you don't see anywhere, like not even in the top 10, is Shaqiri, in less than 1 million games for Shaqiri, which was surprising because I thought he might be the most used right mid. It's really weird that the left back and the right mid spot in the Premier League are just so underused. It's very, very bizarre. So this, guys, is the most used Premier League team. Vardy, Willian, Martial, Toure, Kante, De Bruyne, Rose, Bailly, Smalling, Walker, and Hugo Lloris in goal. Let's set our custom tactics very briefly. We're going to keep this formation as well, because I personally believe that this is the most used formation. You might say the 4-1-2-1-2, you might say the 4-3-2-1. I actually see the 4-3-3 more than I see the 4-3-2-1, which is very surprising, but it's very true. So I'm going to change my stats there. We're just going to switch up the player instructions as well. Stay back while attacking on all of the players. And then for the wide men, you want to go stay forward, stay wide, get in behind. And wait, have we got press back line as well? No press back line for those. So for him, we want stay central, get in behind and press back line. And for him, we want to stay forward, stay wide, and get in behind. So that's going to be the team, the tactics, the formations. Let me apply a squad fitness card here as well, guys. And we're going to go and get ourselves into a game. I am going to be playing, guys, in Division 1. This is on my Road to Glory account as well. What I've done on the bench, guys, on the bench I've put players that I would expect to be high-end players. Players that I see a lot. Untradables that I see a lot. Chan, Sterling, Son, Mane, Dele Alli and Harry Kane. I see these kind of 6 special BPL cards more than any. More than Hazard as well, which is surprising. You know, just because I love Hazard, it doesn't mean that he's a popular player. But guys, we are going into a Division 1 game with this team. It is the most used Premier League team. So by deduction of that, you would assume that it is a team that should be extremely, extremely overpowered. There are some exceptional players in there. Obviously, Martial, Kante, De Bruyne. Come on, go 4-bar. Nah, that was a straight 1-bar. I'm not playing on that. Lloris. The whole defence is meta, apart from Danny Rose. The midfield is exceptional. The players that I'm surprised that are in there, Danny Rose, Toure, Vardy, Willian. I'm surprised by those. It'll be interesting to see how they play, given the fact that they are the most used, not necessarily just in the Premiership either, quite a lot of them most used in the game in general. Jamie Vardy's up there, Yaya Toure is up there as one of the most used midfielders just in the game. And in previous years in FIFA, yeah, he's been used a hell of a lot. But this year in FIFA, I really don't see him that much. I don't like playing against people that wear the French kits because they're typically really, really good. But we're going to give this a go. That's an interesting team. It's a Russian league team with Hernandez up front. So he's got a silver. He's got a couple of low rateds in there. A few of the special cards. Both those special midfielders are very, very good with stats as well. Fernandez and I can't remember the other dude's name. Witzel is good. Proms is good. I think he's got Shatov at left midfield is good, and then Hernandez at striker. It's actually a really nice team. On first look, like the defense isn't spectacular that this guy's got, but his attack and his midfield are actually very, very strong, very overpowered. So hopefully this guy's in Division 1 with this team as well, which is going to make it slightly more difficult. Oh, not where I aimed it. Slightly more difficult than it normally would be. But we're gonna, I'm playing with a new team and a new formation. I don't mind if I don't come away with a win here. The aim of the series isn't to check out if this is the best playable team or the best possible team. The aim of this series is to find the most used team and play with it. And you might find that the most used players. Oh, surely Willian. Oh, his keeper spilled that. Surely Vardy. It's gone in. I'll count that as a goal. Once I got through there with Martial as well, I should have put it in the back of the net. I ended up trying to sweat it when the logical choice wasn't to sweat, but actually was to just shoot with Martial there after the initial deflected cross. Now I've run my defender away. Oh wait, who have I got here? I don't know who I've got, but this guy I can tell straight away he's a solid player. He's using the left trigger, right trigger dribble very well. He's using shielding very effectively. His passing is efficient. He's using the driven pass. There's a very good reason this guy is up in Division 1. And when players in Division 1 use teams like this, I get worried. I immediately put myself on the as the underdog, because I'm thinking like, damn man, if you're able to not only take this team to Division 1 but be effective with this team in Division 1, could be a hard game. You don't usually get people that are bad at the game running with teams like this in this division. We'll take a free kick there. But 12 minutes in so far, we could have scored. We should have scored. Let myself down real bad there with the non-goal, as it was. That's nice from Kante. Nice from Yaya getting into a little bit of good space there. There's Danny Rose. I can see the way he's defending as well. Like he's just, look at that, he's just backing off. He's just allowing his AI to defend. We've got a good ball inside there. That's nice from Yaya. And he's back through again. And it's Yaya Toure. That's a bad shot. I had the defender on the ropes as well. I really did have a good opportunity to score there. And I rushed my opportunity. That's bad news from me. That's nice from Vardy. He's defended that pretty well. Oh, I nearly read that. He's going to go inside again here. I can feel it. I could feel him going on the inside. Now he's going to go on the outside because he's got the run there. Walker against Shatov. I wonder why this guy's got Hernandez instead of Smolov at striker. He could quite easily go and get the SBC Smolov and have himself a great time. Maybe use his Hernandez at striker. It's not like he can't afford it either because he's got a legend that unless untradeable, he could... oh, that's a bad pass from me. I shouldn't have done that pass. Yeah, unless his legend is untradeable, he could just sell him and complete Shatov. Smolov. Smolov isn't expensive at all. I think he's under 100,000 coins actually. And you get like all those packs and such back. Maybe he's got Smolov. Maybe he's tired, injured, red card. Don't want to run out with Bailey there. Here's Anthony. Good pass into Vardy. This guy seems to have dropped off a little bit. His defence is a little bit deeper than it was in the first 10 or so minutes. We've got Willian through down the right-hand side. Nice ball in. I should be able to make good use of his lack of defence, right? Because his defenders are... That could be a pen there. Oh, he was pulling my shirt there. I was unable to do the skill move because of it. Yeah, his lack of defence is good. He's got a non-rare... Sorry, a common goalkeeper, a common centre-back. That's going to be offside, isn't it? He's not offside. It's Kevin De Bruyne. Oh, couldn't get my shot off in time. The fake shot was bad. He's got a silver defender and then a low-rated left-back and right-back, although I think Denisov has got relatively good stats, to be fair. And Smolnikov as well at right-back is a very, very good right-back. But I'm hoping that we will be able to make good use of this guy's... Oh, De Bruyne. He's giving me the space to run into. We've got Willian down the right-hand side. That's nice from Willian. Can we get it in? Oh, it stays. What's he... I didn't even press anything there. I pressed cross. I waited for the ball to come to whoever was standing in the middle of the box. And then Willian decided to just take some weird shot or pass or cross himself. He didn't press a button for me. 30 minutes in though, it's been an effective 30 minutes so far. I tell you what, I would have enjoyed more as well. I would have enjoyed actually coming up against another meta team, a team that I could actually see myself coming up against in Foot Champs to give it a bit more of a Foot Champs feel, rather than a feel against a team like this. Not that I'm complaining, because if I can get a win here for playing against a worse team, not a bad team necessarily, just a lesser team, I'll be happy. But yeah, he would have been. Oh, Vardy's away there. Brilliant. Yeah, I mean, I ended up retrieving the ball. Oh, and then gave it straight back to him, and then retrieved it again, and gave it straight back to him again. This Kabore guy, I've actually got this guy on my account in that pack that we got, where you got a guaranteed man of the match from those man of the match cards, the national man of the matches or whatever they were. That he's actually who I got out of my pack. Now, oh, nice ref, nice one too. This guy that I'm playing here, he backs off. Look at that, he tries to mark the run. He's let Willian in there. I can easily just walk the ball down the wings very comfortably. Oh, Willian's done in there as well. Oh, he's defending really well once I get on the inside. Usually people buckle when you get to that situation, and they just walk, like either let you walk through them or they rashly tackle you, potentially give away pens and such. But this guy, he did a very good job there. Come on, EA, let's get this ball back. 40 minutes on the clock, boys. I don't want to concede before half-time. That'd be a travesty. A corner for my opponent here. Might be a good thing for me, a corner here. I need to focus a little bit more. I need to just batten down the hatches a little bit more. Stop giving up the easy possession. Because I've given this guy, like, I can see the way he's playing. He's backing off. He's cutting the passing lanes. He's not pressing the ball carrier, which is always someone that I struggle against. I really do struggle against people that don't press the ball carrier. I like coming up against people that press me because it allows me to get good passing through, quick passing, and break through defences relatively quicker. And when they back off, it gets confusing for me because I'm like, oh, do I run forwards? Do I not run forwards? Do I just run a little bit forwards and then try and pass it? Like, what are we doing here? We're through here with Martial though. This is surely going to be a goal. What is that? Jamie Vardy's control there was utterly shocking. He just didn't control the ball at all there. Did you see that? Like, I don't know if you can really tell like too well. This is a really good counter-attack opportunity for this guy as well. Yeah, I don't know if you can tell the way it was going there, but Jamie Vardy literally just had to touch it and score. I tried to take a touch before shooting. I didn't want to take the first time shot. literally could have just, that's a foul ref, surely, half time. Literally could have just taken a touch and shot, and he took a touch and it just bounced off his foot and went 1 miles away. Pretty low scoring chance in these games. Now I'm going to take off the players that are tired and bring on some players that I've got on the bench. Let's bring on Dele Alli for Yaya Toure. I want to bring on players that I see all the time. We're going to bring on Heung-min Son for Jamie Vardy. And we'll bring on my 84 Mane for Willian. We'll make 3 subs there. We'll bring on a couple of new faces. We'll keep the rest. Martial still has almost full fitness for me as well, which is crazy because he just hasn't done anything the whole game. He's not touched the ball. He's had a couple of times where he's got in down the left-hand side, a stop and turn inside there where I could have done a little bit better. Both the goal-scoring opportunities I've had, actually, have come from Martial. Now, I don't mind, as I said before, I don't mind not winning this game. I don't mind getting a draw. I don't mind getting a win. Obviously, like a win would be paramount, would be the best thing for me. But most importantly, I want to make sure I give a good account of myself. And so far, I've done all right against this guy, but I'm not impressed with my own FIFA playing ability. Like this guy isn't unbelievable at the game. He's not bad at the game. Let's not let's not get it twisted. I'm not saying he's bad. We've got a good chance here. Why have you backheeled that turn and pass, man? Turn and pass there, Dele Alli. Let's go, Son. Into Mane. Mane. See, he backs off. He allows me the opportunity to do. I'm trying to buy a penalty here. Nothing doing. Into De Bruyne. Kante, lovely into Dele Alli. He's got good shooting opportunities, put it wide. Should have been a goal there, boys. That was the clearest opportunity we've had so far. Turned nicely, I wasn't sprinting. Dele Alli should be at least finding the target with that. Maybe not hitting the back of the net per se, but definitely should be making the goalkeeper work at that instance, and unfortunately he hasn't done. That's a great driven. He's driven through balls, this guy, or driven passes rather, quite nice. Just drives it into the area. Pretty obvious as well where he's going. Oh, he's got a man down here. Maybe we can capitalise off this. Let's get Son running forwards. Dele Alli, Mane, Son, De Bruyne. Oh, no runner there. Look at that. That's horrendous, isn't it? That's me just using the skill dribble, like the left trigger, right trigger dribble, and nothing else. I don't know how the hell he's managed to like crab walk his way out of play there. It's Son, lovely into Dele Alli. I feel like I'm controlling this game a little bit more now. We got in behind here. Here is Son. Son drags it back. Oh, maybe I tried to do a low driven. Maybe that was the wrong choice. Maybe just a regular shot, a first time shot. Could have done something a little more interesting there to try and get the ball in. The very basic. If I had a 4-star striker as well, which hopefully Son will get after EA upgrade the skill moves, it would have been a different story, I'm sure. But this guy has finally got a bit of sustained pressure. Oh, that's a good ball. I saw that ball, yeah. He's got a bit of sustained pressure. I need to get the ball. I didn't select my defender there. Auto-switching OP. Horrendous pass out. He's got a good ball here. He's got... I don't know if I'd have crossed that. He had a man on the inside there that he could have laid it into and would have caused me all sorts of problems. 63 minutes on the clock now, guys. I'm going to go attacking for the last 30 minutes. This might end up resulting in me conceding a goal, but I'm hoping what it will result in is me getting enough men forwards to actually score a goal. He's backed off of Heung-min here. And I've got a lovely little bit of a run on. Anthony Martial defeats the defender for pace. Gets in behind. That's frustrating. I press the pass button. He drags the shirt. No fouls given because it's just a shirt pull in the box. It doesn't, it doesn't get pulled off the ball or pulled down or anything like that. But it's enough to let the ball go out of play. Really frustrating. Really, really frustrating. I was doing everything right in that situation as well, except unable to just let go of the ball, really. Oh, that's great play. That's beautiful. That little step over got me into a bit of space. He's lunging in. 20 minutes to go. Guess it's time for him to make some subs now as well, bringing on his stars. Who's he got? Lacazette, Abubakar, Martial, Coman, and then a few bronzes. He's got 4 subs to make. What's his fitness like? Oh, I don't get to see that. Who would I suggest he's going to sub? I guess he brings on Lacazette, Martial, and Abubakar. I don't know if I'd bring on Coman. Coman's like solo rated. He doesn't have great stamina or anything like that. So I don't know if I'd bring on Coman, but definitely the other 3 I would bring on. I don't know if I'd take off Hernandez either. I would probably keep Hernandez on and play with him. But let's bring your man in. Now look at that. Son's at the near post. So he brings on Lacazette for Hernandez. No goal there. I don't think that would have been the only sub he made. He brought on Coman for Witsel. That's an interesting one. That is. Here's Dele Alli. Surely this time from Dele Alli. And this... Oh, that fake shot just ruined it for me. Please, Coman. Please, Coman. Hey, that's a foul, ref.
Coming up.
If that's not a foul, how's it his? It's either my throw-in or a foul. You can't give him the ball there. That's crazy. He either fouls me and it goes out off of me, or he touches it out of play and then it's my ball. Like you literally can't give him a throw in there and no free kick. All right, this guy's put Proms down into the midfield. I've read that as well. Nice. Oh, come on. He stuck a big leg out there. Oh, he's got a good run on here as well. This is set up for him to have a good shot on goal. His players in the good positions to do everything. It's just whether is that coming to me? It is. Son. We've got Martial. I've got Heung-min running through. I need you now, Heung-min. Look at that. He's trying to just. Yep, go on, Martial. Nice. Very nice indeed. That's really poor from me. I could have taken it one more step before I cut it. We've got 10 minutes. Oh crap! I've thrown it. I didn't want to throw it.
That's a good spot by the defender.
Managed to keep the ball somehow.
Probing away, trying to find.
Oh, look at that control. The control of my players this game has been just horrendous. Absolutely horrendous. Oh, he's actually managed to shield me there. He tried to shield me when I didn't even. That should be mine. Keeper's ball.
Counter-attack could be on here.
Game! What? I'm going to lose this. 9 minutes to go. And it's just not for... Honestly, guys, a few heavy touches from the players here. You expect better. Once or twice from... Once from Willian in the first half. Once from Vardy in the first half. And once now in this half from Heung-min Son. Just a touch where you expect him to just control it nicely. And it's fine if you get, like, the odd touch here or there in a game that's bad. But this has been, like, constant bad touches. Let's see if we can get around him. Go on, dive in. Oh, he tried to. You heard the button press there, boys. I don't want to blame anything because this guy's given me a decent game, but there's been a little bit of just heavy play. That's the best way to explain it. A little bit of heavy play, some bad touches, a little bit of heaviness on the control, a little bit of heaviness on the passing, but there's still time for Mane. Oh, what a block! What a block! Is that going to fall back to me? Oh, look at this. It's just bad luck. Oh, he's through there with Lacazette as well. It's Eric Bailly. He gets his head on the ball. 3 minutes to go. Come on, let's get this out. Lloris into the midfield. Loads of time. That's not where I aimed it. I aimed that through to Heung-min Son. Oh, this could go wrong. Thank you, Danny Rose, for a good touch there. Oh, we're through here with Anthony. Good passing. Mane, Son. Still Son. Mane. We got the boys running. Oh, he's managed to get that out. It's going to go down as a draw, this one here, boys. Unless I get a lucky touch here. Come on. Don't let him through. Oh, he's through. He is actually, like, clean through as well. This is a great opportunity. Oh, I've shielded him out. That's not a corner, right? Oh, come on. Again, guys. If he scores off of this, everything that could go wrong this game has gone wrong. I've made a few mistakes myself too, but there's a few heavy touches on my players here, and a few like just bizarre happenings. You know what I mean? Like that little touch out play there from Bailly. He's shielding him off. He's holding him out, and then out of nowhere he decides that he's going to touch it. Oh, that's a big save from Lloris. He's still got the ball though. Yeah, I read that. Let's just clear it. Let's just go for let's just take the draw. So a 0-0 draw there, guys. I'm disappointed that I didn't score a goal. I should have scored a goal. Lloris did not make 8 saves, okay? He didn't have 8 shots, and Lloris did not make 8 saves. He had 8 shots, but Lloris could have made only 5. It's because the corners count as like the saves. You can see I have more possession and way better pass accuracy. And look at my shots compared to his. I mean, he's got a few on the inside of the box there. Those were headers from corners at the near post, all of them. I had a few chances there where I should have done a bit better. None of my chances are on the match highlights except for Dele Alli's here. Ball comes in. This is I said as well, Dele Alli, he should be hitting the target there. There's no reason for him not to hit the target. But overall, that game was interesting. I think where's the shots? 1 from Kante, 1 from Mane, 2 from Willian, 1 from Dele Alli. Several times in that game, my players, they just took weird touches, like touches in areas where usually they take it cleanly and you're able to turn and shoot or just get a shot off. today's game here, they took a touch and it bounces a yard away from them. It means that you have to take an extra touch or that the defender gets the touch in. It's not what I'm used to, if I'm honest. It's not what I'm used to. I don't want to blame lag or heavy gameplay or anything like that, because I'm sure I could have done a few things different. But the game did feel super heavy to play in. Few extra touches that I don't expect. Not great gameplay. But hey, what can you do? That's going to be the end of the video for today, guys. If you did enjoy this, if you enjoyed the squad builder, and if you enjoyed the gameplay with it, drop a thumbs up on the video. Let me know you want to see more. Thank you guys for watching. Hopefully you enjoyed it. And I'll see you next time. I'm out. Peace.